how do you get these cool vocal stuttering pitch effects? Well, that's what we're going to do in this video, is take a look at the features of PrimalTap that allow you to do all these wonderful effects right now. Okay, let's jump right in. First and foremost, PrimalTap is a delay. That's what's going on there. We just have a special feature we'll talk about in just a minute that creates these stutter effects. So first of all, in this area here, you'll see beats, and it can be switched over to time. Those are the two modes of delay that you have available in PrimalTap. In beats mode, we can set it to whatever number of beats we want up to a bar, which is 4. And that keeps it all kind of in sync and in time in beats mode. Let's listen to what that sounds like. So a delay, right? And if we turn up our feedback here, it's just like any other delay. Well, not just like any other delay. It's actually a really cool kind of delay. Anyway, in this example, we're going to turn the feedback off because we want to keep it kind of choppy and stuttery, right? All right, so that's beats mode. We're going to keep that locked in like that. The feature that makes it all happen is called freeze, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now. I'm frozen. I got my little loop frozen right there. Yeah, and I can actually change the time after I freeze it with the delay time. And believe it or not, it's capturing a whole lot more behind the scenes, so it's actually capturing that. Starting to feel the coolness? Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at just in the next section at how to do the cool pitch stuff with that. Okay, so the controls that let you do the pitch stuff, there's 2 of them, 3 technically, but the main ones we're going to focus on here are the adjust knob right here. I like to start with my adjust knob all the way up so that I can lower my pitch of my loop. Of course, that adjusts your time as well. We'll talk about that. And then the other one is the kind of cool multiply knob, or it's exclusive. It's actually modeled after off the old prime time delay. So it doubles the delay time with each click and halves the sample rate with each click. So 1x, 2x, 4x, it gets longer and more lo-fi with each one of these, and drops the pitch an octave if you're frozen. It's going to be great just to listen to this, okay? So let's go in. I'm going to set my beats down to 1. I'm going to capture a little bit of loop here. I'm going to shift the mix so we're listening to just the frozen part, and drop the adjust. Right? Now I'm going to shift it to half that and use the multiply to drop the pitch again. Let's grab a quick clip here again by taking out a freeze and back in again. Now you're noticing I can, as long as there's audio passing behind it, I can keep grabbing different clips if I want them. And depending on where you grab your freeze clip, you'll be able to go up or down in pitch and speed. And adjust knob again. So you can start to see that combining these things together, you can get all sorts of dramatic effects rhythmically and pitch-wise. And we'll talk about how to make it extra super cool in the next segment. How to make it extra super cool? automate. That's right, automate like crazy. I mean, in the example that we listened to at the beginning that I did, it's tons and tons of automation across all types of controls, including the mix. I'm automating the mix so that I can take the dry signal out and just listen to that loop and change the loop around, and I can bring the mix back in if I want to, or just leave it out. I'm automating the delay time, I'm automating the adjust, I'm automating the multiply, I'm automating the modulation, which is right here, so you can add modulation into it. There's all kinds of fun stuff. Now, one thing I did not automate, this is the bonus, super cool, is in the tweak menu, if you switch your roll-off mode to output, that means your filters are now affecting your frozen loop. So that means you can filter low cut and high cut your loop once it's in there. What's that sound like? Let's listen. I'm going to turn the mix back in here.
Nothing gained, nothing spared. It only has to make
Low cut. High cut. Comes in handy when you start dropping them down. Right, cool. Now the other bonus feature is you can also change, and I love to do this, I like to jump into the Ping-Pong Feedback mode so I get more of a stereo effect out of my frozen loop. So I'm going to switch to Ping-Pong, which won't be affected in the loop I currently have. And then I'm going to turn freeze off and back on again and grab another bit. And now I've got the cool kind of stereo slapping going on. And I can do all those same types of effects, and I can open my filter back up because it's affecting the loop after the fact. So many cool, fun things to do with this trick. I just wanted you to have the tools and the ideas behind it to go nuts with it. I'm gonna throw on some modulation. See, it's almost endless what you can do with PrimalTap and stutter looping.